Let's not be shy about it. If you put a man rabbit with his dingley-doo into a cow cage with a lady rabbit who hasn't got a winkle, then you get the Crow Show with your host.
An Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman. And I think an Australian as well.
So,
sit back,
relax,
and enjoy.
I don't go to Chicago, dude.
Leave it to dirty old chaos to know about that.
Dirty old chaos. Okay, well, if that's so boring as shit, why don't we start up with the monster movie thing? Because I was thinking about that. I mean, you asked me, and I was watching Supernatural. I saw the the episode with the shapeshifter that thinks he's all these Hollywood monsters.
Oh my god, one of the best episodes ever.
It's all black and white, and yeah, I mean, it just made me think, man, why can't we have movies like that still? You know, why has everything gone so intricate? Why doesn't it just go back to the basics? Like, you know, they redo one of the old classics and just try to make it black and white and just stick to that old style theme.
You can still make a good, gory horror movie. The problem is that they keep getting all convoluted. Like you said, there's too many storylines wrapped up in there. Whatever happened to something easy? Like, okay, here's the bad guy. Oh my god, let's run from him. He's killing people. There's blood and guts everywhere. Let's do some research. Here's how we stop him. Then they beat the bad guy.
Yeah.
Or the bad guy wins. But still, the newer horror movies don't stick to that. They just get stupid. There's always a love story in there.
Well, I mean, take for instance the classic Halloween movie.
Yes.
Michael Myers was a badass. Okay. Then you get into modern day Halloween H2O. And let me tell you, that movie sucked balls compared to the original.
H2O was the second worst of the Halloween series.
Dude, but Busta Rhymes beat up Michael Myers. That was awesome.
I will say I was rooting for Busta.
Hell yeah, that was hilarious. He's a...
I've never been a big rap fan, but I did like Busta Rhymes.
Like, that movie, the only saving grace for that movie, because I have rewatched it, and you know why? Because Busta Rhymes beats up Michael Myers, and that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I also just love terrible movies, so like I'll watch it. The only Halloween worse than that was I think it was 2, Season of the Witch, or no 3.
3.
Because it had nothing to do with Michael Myers. It just had to do with cursed masks, which I guess kind of explained his mask. But
I just...
He didn't get his power from his fucking mask, though.
No, he got it from some mysterious mark he had on him.
He was just born evil.
So he's Kane?
In a sense.
Okay. That makes sense.
You know, same with who is that? Jason. Okay. Probably the stupidest horror movie I've ever watched was Freddy vs. Jason.
I liked it for what it was.
Yeah, I like that one.
It was not a horror movie. It
was basically a fucking glorified celebrity death match.
It
was fan service.
That's exactly what it was, man. It was fan service. It's just what we wanted, though.
Yeah, it was like Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, exactly. And when was the last time we had
That movie was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Alien vs. Predator, another good one.
Yep. Which one?
The
They had
first
like 2 or 3 of them.
I've only seen the first one.
The second one's good too. The third one is interesting. They introduce a new species of predator.
Yeah, it's the hybrid, right?
No,
The hybrid.
they're bigger. They're 2 separate species. The ones we're familiar with are smaller, weaker, smarter, and the other ones are just gnarly beasts.
So basically, the ones we're familiar with are the nerds of the group, and the other ones are the football team, right?
Yeah, I guess if they were, I guess the only thing I could compare them to is like a bunch of Klingons. They're the nerdy Klingons. Well, these are the
Well, that somewhat makes sense. They got their own language. But I think the only good horror movie that I've seen, it's almost a remake, was that latest one with Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein. I think it was like last year it came out.
Oh, the one with fucking Harry Potter?
No.
Or no, it wasn't Harry Potter. It was fucking Tobey Maguire, wasn't it?
No, the guy from that new horror that we were just talking about last week. Can't remember his name for the life of me though. He had all the personalities.
Split?
Yeah. That was the guy. Him and I don't know, maybe it was Harry Potter. I don't know, but he was Dr.
No, it wasn't Harry Potter.
It was Dr.
What's
Victor
the name of the
Frankenstein.
movie? I may know the actor.
I can't think of it right now.
Oh, I'm so bad with actor names.
Okay, what other movies did the guy play in?
Oh, it was McAvoy. Yeah, fuck.
McAvoy.
It's New Xavier.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
He was the one that did the last Frankenstein movie that I saw last year. I think it was last year. But that was pretty good. It kind of had that old time feel to it.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
But
I'll give it one movie that I saw that was an actual remake. It was actually done pretty well. Surprised the hell out of me was the Day the Earth Stood Still. That
Okay.
was actually very well done. More along the lines of the original, just with updated actors. Instead
That
of
was
using a
actually
robot, they used a dude that was an alien.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Victor Frankenstein is the name of the movie you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Trigger.
Okay.
And it's got Keanu Reeves in it, I think.
Yep. It's actually really good. I liked it.
Very well done. Very tastefully done. Try and keep it as close to the original as possible. The only difference is it's not a robot.
I wanted us to get wiped out.
It was an alien that took a human form like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as opposed to a fucking skyscraper tall robot.
Yeah. Oh, but he had something, didn't he, Sal?
He did have a robot with him. They put it into a box and took it back to a military base in a sealed container. And then when they started fucking with it, that's when it dissolved into those little, I guess, nanobot cloud.
Yeah, yeah.
And was like, guess what? You're fucked.
Yep.
See, I wasn't a fan of that one. I will say, my favorite monster movie, probably of all time, even though, like, I'm probably the biggest Jason fan ever.
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Which one? The original?
Oh, man. It started with OG for me, and then I had to see the rest.
Yeah, I like that one
Anytime
better than
college-
Halloween.
I would say, like, we were
Anytime
already way
high school
past
and college
Jason
kids
Jason
having
Takes
sex, there
Manhattan
was.
by the time I got into it.
Yeah, well, see, anytime college kids or high school kids having sex, there he is, cock blocking.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
What a douche. You know
Oh,
why?
yeah.
Because he was that nerdy kid that nobody wanted to hang out with.
Yep.
Because he had some fucking facial deformities. Maybe that's why I empathize. I don't have any facial deformities.
One of my favorites is Texas.
I'm ugly on the inside.
One of your favorites? What's that?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
Yes.
Good.
Like the
That was
original
one of my next-
and the remake.
The
Which one
original,
is-
I prefer the original over the remake.
Depends on which remake you're talking about. Jessica
they
Biel
have, like,
remake, I
3 or
loved
4
it.
of them, don't they?
Yeah, Jessica Biel remake was awesome.
Yes.
Yep.
And it had Arlie Ermy in it.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
My favorite monster movie of all time that got remade, and I also like the remake. Fucking Evil Dead.
That's a
That's
great
okay.
one.
I love Evil Dead. The original is fucking amazing. Like, we get introduced to Ash.
Night of the Living Dead was also a good original and remake.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The remake was honestly the better. I turned.
Depends on which remake. There's been a few of those too.
Damn. The one where they were in the mall.
That was Dawn of the Dead, which is also a
Dawn
remake.
of the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes, that was an
that
awesome
movie
remake
was
though.
Awesome. Just how they did everything.
Yep, one of my favorites.
So cool.
I still have it on DVD. I watch it at least twice a year.
I thought that movie was done very well. I was like, damn, like they did this really good. Like, look at all this shit. But you want to make it seem a lot fucking different and scarier? Turn the color off on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Horror movies are way better in black and white
They are.
because the black.
Although it's
colors
not
are
a
brighter.
remake, but
Even Trigger
this is
brought that up
one of my
earlier.
favorite horror movies
Yeah.
of all time. And it scared the living shit out of Cindy. Was the movie Drag Me to Hell?
Loved it.
I only saw the end of
Loved
it.
Oh, you've never seen the whole thing, Trigger?
No, see,
I was watching Netflix and somehow it went right to the very end, and I see her get pulled into hell. I'm like, okay, I guess I know what happens.
Oh, some movies are like that. It used to do that to me with Serenity.
She and I were watching it when we were in California. Her first time seeing it. And our fucking roommate come barreling through the door. He didn't just open it, walk in, and shut the door. He just come plowing that door open. And just as he did that, a scary part hit, and she had a big ass bowl of popcorn.
Meh.
That popcorn went up to the ceiling. She flew about 3 feet above the chair, yelling at him, "What the fuck?"
Oh man, you know what? One of the scariest movies, as far as I would say, this is a monster movie though, but I'd say one of the scariest ones is Seven.
Yeah,
That-
not a
that
monster
would be
movie,
kinda
but
fucking scary.
awesome movie.
I kind of
Not-
thought it was
It
though,
was more
because
cringy to me. It wasn't really
Yeah.
scary.
Exactly.
Like,
But I mean-
he fucked a girl with that on his dick.
yeah, it was just the unsettlingness of it, and the character wasn't he like the devil or possessed or what? What was that all
No,
about again?
he was just fucking crazy.
It was just nuts, man. A fucking serial killer.
It just made you think that though, you know, when you're watching it. It just,
No.
he's putting all these devious traps together for this guy. Okay, well, monster movies. What's the oldest monster movie you saw? Because the oldest that I saw was Nosferatu, and I saw that with the stained glass color, where some were green and some were brown.
Black and white Dracula.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a good movie. There's no
Yeah, I've
there's no
seen the,
talking, but it's
I've
a
seen
great movie.
the old school Nosferatu where it's like the
The original
sepia.
Frankenstein, the original Wolfman, all in black and white to me.
I've seen
Young
original
Yes,
Wolfman
I
too.
am that fucking old, so
Young Frankenstein was good too.
yeah.
hmm
I would say the oldest that I've routinely watched was Night of the Living Dead. But I have seen a lot of the older ones too. Mostly because of
The
Mystery Science
original
Theater.
Draculas, you know.
Dude, a lot of those movies on Mystery Science Theater were actually pretty good.
Was his name Bela Lugosi?
We were like,
Yes,
shut
Bela
up.
Lugosi.
Yeah,
He was-
Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi was the original
on black and
Dracula.
white. Mhm. That's OG Dracula right there.
Yep.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
I
and
can
if you
remember
watch,
his name, but nobody else's.
Well, you know why?
Bela
Also,
Lugosi,
you watch
now,
the
don't-
Supernatural
yeah,
Trigger,
Dracula.
and have you seen where they run into Bela Lugosi?
No, I literally just watched the monster movie episode,
Yeah,
and
I thought it was before that.
It was pretty epic. I don't know. I mean, if he'd
It's
be,
a You'll know her when you see her because she's Maggie from Walking Dead.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
much younger Maggie. That's Bella.
I
her
know.
name is Bella Lugosi on the show.
I know. I was like, Bella Lugosi. I mean, her name sounds like it shouldn't. Like I remember that name. It's just.
I think that was her grandfather that did the original Dracula.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So she's
no,
just
Bella
doing
Lugosi was a dude in real life. On
Sure.
Supernatural, it's a female.
But is she doing like a tribute? Is that it?
Yeah, it's just an Easter egg. It's just like a throwback thing. It's her alias. It's not her real name.
Bela Lugosi was the actor who actually played Dracula.
And Wolfman, and I believe
Wolfman,
the creature
and I
from the
think
Black
the Mummy.
Lagoon.
The creature of the Black Lagoon and the Mummy.
Yeah, he was the OG Mummy too.
Yeah, he did everything.
Yeah. He did.
That was back at the time that they just wanted one actor to do everything.
Yep.
Kane Hodder is like our days biggest like monster actor.
It's funny because they just came out with the Mummy movie that I just saw, and it's trying to go back to what the old Mummy was like, but kind of bring its new spin to it. And I mean, it was pretty.
They picked the wrong fucking.
Yeah,
actor,
but with the
man.
fucking they cast a leading man who's 4 feet tall and has 3 middle teeth.
Okay, that dude, he just picked the wrong actor. They should have kept it with Brendan.
Right? That's what I said. Brendan Fraser should have been cast again.
Didn't you
That's
say
the
he's?
original Mummy dude?
Did you say he was pissed?
Yeah, he lit up the
part.
I saw his review.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we covered that last week.
So Brendan, if you're listening, back to me on this.
Right? I might tweet this episode.
Right?
We got your back, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
There
we
needs
could,
to be another The Mummy remake starring Brendan Fraser, and I may even start a petition.
I'll sign.
Let's do this, guys.
Yeah, we could do
Under
that.
condition we get to be in the movie.
remade.
Crow Clan assemble!
Well, I think before they do anything else, they have to do the creature from the Black Lagoon, because I don't see any kind of remakes off that one.
No,
There's no
that and the Blob.
I'm sorry. No, the Blob's been done and remade, and we don't really need another Blob. I think it's a terrible. They were both terrible movies.
The movies.
But I loved them just because they were so stupid.
Yes.
That movie needs to be
What I want a remake of is Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah.
I want Swamp Thing.
Why would you
Yeah.
want to remake? They did it so well the
Toxic
first
Hero
time.
guy. What was
Oh yeah, Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, Toxic
They're never
Avenger.
gonna remake a full-blown trauma film though. Like Swamp Thing was a little trauma, but it got out of the box and got a little bigger. Like it had its own TV show.
It was weird because that was one of my dad's favorite TV series, and I think even
I
the movie
used
too
to
was
fucking
Swamp
love
Thing.
Swamp Thing when I was a kid.
Yeah, I saw it sometimes, but I was so young I don't remember much of it really.
I'd love to see them remake Creepshow.
Creepshow, yeah,
No.
yeah.
Nope. You don't have my support.
Oh, come on.
Don't
Today,
fuck with the classics.
well, I'm sorry. Some of those animatronics they had in there suck. They could have been done so much better.
Did you
Okay,
see the original?
the storylines
They
were awesome.
could be, but that's what they're supposed to. They're supposed to look like fucking toys. It's supposed to look like scenes out of a comic book.
Or even Tales from the Crypt. I'd like to see some of that.
Tales from the Crypt.
I would like to see some new Tales from the Crypt, not remakes, new stories.
That skeleton's voice is just the best out of any
Oh
horror.
my god,
Right?
the creep.
love that
Yeah, not the creep.
Doesn't he do both Tales from the Crypt and Creepshow?
Maybe he started the Creepshow. But then
No,
they-
the creep was different. They're similar, but I actually think they ripped off Crypt Keeper from The Creep.
Probably. Oh, what I'd love to see redone is both Jeepers Creepers.
Nah.
They did good, but
I'm gonna say no again. I'm gonna go with leave the first one alone.
the second one needs to be
That
redone.
second one was a steaming dump. Let's remake that one. Like I've been on antibiotics for a week, and I haven't taken a steaming pile of shit that big.
Oh my god, that was one big pile of shit. One they do not need to remake, and they're talking about remaking. I will fucking start a petition to end that shit. Is Maximum Overdrive? There's rumor they're going to remake it.
No.
Maximum
That's
what?
the rumor. Maximum Overdrive.
A fucking insert Caesar gif. No.
I never saw that.
Oh man, I've
never
recommended
seen Maximum
Rob.
Oh.
Is that a horror film?
Yes.
Oh my god, it is. Starring fucking Emilio.
Emilio Estevez,
Emilio!
Easily
renegade
his best movie next
driverless
to
truck.
He's a garbage man with the
You've never seen the one with the semi
Men at
that has
Work.
the Green Goblin
No,
face on it?
no, that's Trigger, dude. I've seen fucking Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, Trigger hasn't seen it. Oh my god, dude, it's an amazing
You've
piece
got to
of
find it.
80s
Watch it, man.
cheese.
You would love it. They're talking about remaking it, and I'm like, no, leave it the fuck alone.
Don't break this movie.
Exactly. It ain't broken. Don't fix it.
Like, it could have been done better, but
No.
Too late. Already been done. Don't need to
it was
fuck with
done to the best of its ability for its time, and I feel like it's perfect as it is, because it's still fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of it's stupid.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's.
I'm sorry, man, but
But it's
ain't no damn
awesome.
soda machine gonna shoot a fucking soda can 50 feet to hit somebody in the head.
Hey,
Okay.
Right.
hey, you know
It's
what?
not Transformers.
It could happen.
It could. Has this crazy thing ever flown over our world before? Nope. So we don't know.
Yeah, it was a comet, right?
I believe so.
That's what started
It's a
it.
Stephen King book.
I believe it was
Right.
Haley's Comet that started it all.
I don't think it
You
was
know-
Haley's. It was some other comet.
You know, I know a lot of people like It from Stephen King, but I think Stephen King's best movie was Cujo.
I would have to disagree with you.
I will say Cujo was a great
I
movie.
disagree totally.
Hold on. Wait. I have a side notation on that Stephen King best movie ever, because they're about to bring out The Gunslinger, so that might top them all.
If
That's
you're
true.
not familiar
That's
with the
true.
Gunslinger, read the books before you see the movie, because otherwise the movie's not going to make any sense.
I haven't read the books. I've heard good things since.
The books are
I heard
awesome.
about the movie.
You
But,
have no idea how many
No,
books
I
tie
disagree
into
with
the
that
DCs.
being the best Stephen King movie between it and The Gunslinger. No, Storm of the Century.
Also
Right.
good.
Oh, that's a great one.
Okay, that was perfectly done. Does not need to be remade. If they
Wasn't
remade
that a
it, I refuse
miniseries
to
like
watch
The
it.
Stand, though?
Miniseries
No,
TV movie.
it was way better than this.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying, though. Like, it was a mini-series. It wasn't
Yeah,
a
it
movie.
was a miniseries.
It came out in the 90s. It was a 2-part miniseries.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
it
it.
was like a 6-hour
Awesome.
total miniseries.
So wait, what's The Gunslinger about?
Oh my god.
I think that was the sound of you being fired, Trigger.
Nah, I don't know either. I will say, Green Mile.
Green Mile.
As far as Stephen King books go,
Yeah, but he wrote that
among
under
my
a pseudonym.
favorites.
He wrote the Green Mile under a pseudonym.
Did he? I thought
Yep.
no, he wrote that under Stephen King.
He got credit for it as him, but it was done originally under a pseudonym.
Was it?
Yeah.
I know he wrote I know he read my favorite book of all time, The Regulators, under his
Oh
seal.
yeah.
Regulators.
Dude, have you read it?
No, but I've seen the movie Young Guns.
No.
Entirely entirely different.
Yeah.
Listen, man, shout out
Dude.
to Young Guns. That movie was fucking awesome.
Here's my shout out to anyone in Hollywood. Maybe I'll send this clip to somebody. The Regulators. It's under the name Richard Bachman, but it's a pen name for Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's
part of the Bachman books.
yeah. But it's really Stephen King's writing. It's not really Richard Bachman. But yeah, it's this evil monster fucking demon entity that's brought back from they made it a shitty movie called Desperation based on the other book. And it's this demon called Tak. And Tak attaches Tak, T-A-K.
Okay.
And like the whole time in Desperation, like everybody he possesses is, you know, Tak Allah, Tak and Ma, fucking talking all this crazy Latin. But yeah, Tak attaches himself to this fucking autistic kid. And the kid's whole family dies during Desperation, and he's sent to live with his aunt in this like rural suburban town. You know, like perfectly fucking laid out streets in a grid and suburbia.
Yeah.
And the demon just fucking like takes over this kid. The kid's basically comatose half the time, but because he's autistic, you know, he's super smart and has all this crazy imagination in his head. And the thing takes all of this kid's imagination and turns it into this crazy evil shit that starts tearing apart the whole like city block that he lives on, or suburban block that he lives on. It's awesome, dude. There's like fucking they're basically Power Rangers. Yeah, it's like
another.
I forget what they call them. It's like fucking Time Cops or something like that. Yeah. But it's from this TV show that the kid watches. It's essentially Power Rangers. They have crazy vehicles and they all have different, you know, fucking powers and abilities.
Jeez.
But yeah, they basically just start driving up and down the street, fucking shooting bullets that look like they were drawn with a child's crayon at people. Like, this would be the best movie ever if they would remake it. And I bet that you could get, like, fucking Ford or Kia with all their crazy-looking new vehicles to fucking sponsor it.
Yep. Another
I
good
thought you were
movie
talking about
from
the
Stephen
movie where
King.
the kid was... His dreams came to life.
Yeah.
Nightmares came to life, too.
That was Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher.
They already made that movie, and it was bad.
Very
What about
bad.
Pet Cemetery?
Although
Loved
that,
it.
I like that one.
Pet
Awesome.
Cemetery 1 was good. 2 and 3
fuck
sucked.
with it.
No, sequel's blue. OG
Okay.
Pet Cemetery, I mean, it could have been a little better if they'd stuck more to the book. It
I
would
don't
have been
give a fuck who
scarier.
you are. That kid scared the shit out of me.
Dude, it reminded me
Dude,
of something.
every time my kid does something creepy, and if you've had kids, you know kids always do something fucking creepy.
Oh yeah.
Anytime
yeah.
he says something weird, me and my wife just look at each other and go, "But I already played with Daddy, Mommy. I want to play with you." Or other way around. I already played with Mommy, Daddy. Now I want to play with you. Like, every time my kid's like, "Dad, I want to play some video games with
Another
you."
one, Needful Things. Very well done.
Disagree.
Which one?
Was not a Needful Things fan.
Oh, Evil Things?
Needful Things.
Needful
Oh,
things.
Another Stephen King.
It was done pretty good. Some
Sorry,
of
I
the shit.
just didn't hear it right.
Did you
some of
guys like the
stuff he
Cube?
told them was ridiculous, but
Yes.
I did not like the Cube.
it's basically the devil comes into town, sells people items.
Yeah, he
They
sells
dream
fucking
of
stupid
having.
knickknacks that make people's lives better with a price. That's always
the price
ironic.
of their soul.
So it's basically Twisted Metal as a movie, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's basically what they based no, what's his nuts' wishes off of.
Calypso. Calypso
Thank you.
Calypso is actually the devil in Twisted Metal.
Right.
Yep. So it's not too different. But wait, Sal said Young Guns. Isn't that the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and they all got to fight?
No,
see who's-
that's Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland, and a couple others.
The Quick and the Dead? It's the Quick and the Dead.
Quick and the
Okay.
Dead is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's what you're
Okay.
thinking.
I was thinking something else.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Sharon Stone, Gene
Mhm.
Hackman. Yeah.
Russell Crowe's
Yeah.
also in it.
Yep, Russell Crowe's in it.
You know, I just recently saw Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder, and I never saw that before, and I liked it.
You'd never so. What? I think I just had a stroke. I smell toast.
Great.
There's lots of movies I've seen and haven't seen, so.
But either
I'll
way,
tell
you
you
still need to
one.
buy the Dark Tower series novels and read them all.
How
Well,
many
that-
are there?
They're starting that
Hey.
with the Gunslinger.
Well, no, they're combining Gunslinger and
Dark Tower together.
Okay, what
no,
is Gunslinger
Dark
about?
Tower and Gunslinger are the same one. They're starting off with that one, and I think the Drawing of the Three. They're combining a couple.
See,
Yep.
I read some of Dark Tower. I just wasn't digging it. Is
The
that
more
what
you
is
read-
that what
the more you
Gunslinger is
read, the
based
better
off
it
of?
gets. That's the way these books work. The more you read, yeah, it's going to be a little dry reading at points, but if you keep pushing through it, it gets better.
I mean,
I
it's
can't-
his
Wish I had
flagship-
time to read recreational
It's his-
right now.
It's kind of like
flagship creation. He spent
kinda
his
like sitting
entire
there-
life creating this.
I don't know. I'm
He's
trying to come
even
up with
in
a
the book
fucking
itself.
analogy here. Okay, it's kind of like you sit there, you're jacking off, and you ain't got nothing to jack off to, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's a picture. They get better. Okay. So.
The hell did we go to?
Yeah. Right. Before I get back to monster movies, I just want to throw it out there. It's 2017. Who's jacking off without something to look at?
Right.
Right.
Well, anyways,
I'm sorry. There's a screen everywhere you go.
beyond that, like the only thing that I can really read is the Vampire Hunter D stuff right now. I read super slow, so I can't read anything Stephen anything because it's just way too long. It's gonna take me forever. It takes me like an hour to read through 10 pages, so I need to read smaller
Son.
stuff. I can't. I'm a very slow reader. I can't.
Yeah, so you read it in chunks. By the time summer's over, I bet you can finish Desperation.
See,
No way. I'll forget about it after a while. If it's just taking me forever, I'll just stop. So, like movies is what I go to see most of the time. It takes way too long for me to read something. So, like Vampire
is-
D is
I can
perfect because
read
it's only
fast,
like
I
200
just,
pages.
I don't have time.
I
That's my problem.
was 7 years old. My dad took me to see Jaws, the original Jaws.
Oh,
OG.
Okay, and I swear to God, I
motherfucker.
had nightmares for 2 weeks after seeing it.
Aren't they remaking that too?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm not gonna go see that.
my mom
No.
was an avid fan of Shark Week, so Jaws was on like 24/7.
What was the last one I did? The last remake I like staunchly petitioned. What the fuck was it?
They could totally remake Jaws.
I Spit on Your Grave. They remade I Spit on Your Grave a couple years ago. I
won't see
refused
it.
to watch it because I watched the original Grindhouse, I Spit on Your Grave, and I don't feel like they can improve on it much.
Yeah, but now they have I Spit on Your Grave, the movie, and they have The Grindhouse, the movie.
Well, yeah, Grindhouse is a type of cinema. That's what he based it on. And like, I Spit on Your Grave, Last House on the Left, stuff like that was like original Grindhouse cinema. Like that's the shit. That
Oh,
you had to
Last
go to
House on the
special
Left?
theaters to see something that
Last
gory
House
and
on the
fucked
Left.
up.
That's hard to watch.
You should have
That's-
watched the first one. Did you watch the original?
I saw the original. That's hard to watch. That really was.
Yes. I will say that they did not make it any better in the reboot because instead of like 5 separate rape scenes, you have to watch one like fucking 15-minute long rape scene.
Okay, well,
Yeah, it's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked up. That's
yeah. Well, here's one that went from
But I like the
Really
I
bad.
keep liking the remake how the dad got the revenge at the end.
Yeah, that was awesome.
well, here's one movie that went from really bad to done very well, even though the movie still sucked. Okay, 13 Ghosts.
I would
Yeah.
not say that it sucked. I would say it was a good
like
movie.
that.
The
but could have
original,
been done better.
compared to the new one, the original sucked balls.
Wait, they made a 13 Ghosts remake?
Mhm.
When did that happen?
When
Oh,
fucking-
13 Ghosts
what's
came
her
out
name?
in like the 60s, late 60s, early 70s.
What's the
Oh, okay. I didn't know that the one I'm
Then
thinking was based on a
They
remake.
did the remake in like the early 2000s, and that
Yeah.
was done a hell of a lot better because we had better special effects.
Right.
Dude, that movie was awesome.
Yep.
Was that the one with the glass house?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
Shifted.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude,
And you
that
had
movie-
fucking Shaggy from the Scooby Doo
Yeah,
movies.
that.
I forget his name.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. And
Also,
the
one of
second
the
killer from
co-actors
Scream.
Of any Freddie Prinze movie.
Who? What?
He was also a co-actor in a lot of Freddie Prinze movies.
Was he?
What
He
the
was
fuck
his,
was his name?
He was his male supporting
Here, I'll
actor.
tell you right now.
Yeah, he was a dumbass. Like fucking.
Oh, you
He's
know what? I always
also-
liked the Hellraiser series.
Also in
They're
Yes,
all
I see,
right.
Punk.
They got a little outlandish towards like 4 or 5.
he's in what is it? Karaz, the
When
anime.
I say the Hellraiser series, I
Dude,
mean
like
like
fucking
Yeah.
first 3 were
Hellraiser,
amazing.
yes. OG Hellraiser is the best. Like fucking
Yep.
3. I
But
own
what-
I own almost all of them. There's
Alright,
only
alright,
a
hold
couple
on.
that
I
are
got a
fucking
question.
terrible.
I got a question now. There was one freaky ass movie where there was a flying orb
Matthew Lillard.
that would go around
Yeah,
and
it's-
fucking like drill out your brain or stab you or something.
I can't
Hold on,
remember
what? A
what
flying
it
orb?
was, but
Orb.
oh,
Oh.
It was a
fuck.
flying orb.
Wishmaster.
No. It's a different movie. Yeah, I know. I have the name right here on the tip of my tongue. I can't get the fucking thing out.
Flying
It
orb.
was a
Are
really
you talking
good-
about like it was a silver ball
Yes.
and a fucking
Yes.
drill would pop out? It's Wishmaster.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
I haven't seen that movie in like forever, so I. But that movie was fucking crazy.
Remember Trolls?
Phantasm.
Phantasm. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. It's not Wishmaster, is it?
Yeah, I was thinking Wishmaster is with
Christ. I couldn't
wizard.
get that off my tongue for the life of me.
Yeah. You're right. My bad.
Or the one with the puppets.
the Puppet Master.
Puppet
Puppet
Master.
Master, yeah.
Puppet Master is the shit.
Yeah, that was
Love
pretty
Puppet
freaky.
Master.
Leprechaun. The OG
Oh.
Leprechaun.
I hated that.
Original, like the first 2, maybe 3 Leprechaun movies were
First
okay.
one for me. 2 sucked. 3 sucked. Anything after that.
When they went to space, that shit got stupid.
I think
Yeah.
they all sucked.
They were all
Leprechaun.
pretty stupid, but they were funny.
Wait. When
They were
it got to
stupid. They were-
space,
that's
wasn't the
exactly
leprechaun
what-
fighting
they were
something
funny.
else as well?
What about
think so.
Pumpkinhead? Anybody seen Pumpkinhead?
Oh my god, Pumpkinhead. I was gonna bring that up.
Pumpkinhead is fucking awesome.
Yes. And that's another one I heard they were gonna try and redo.
I am down. That would actually be really cool.
Although the Sleepy Hollow, it was actually a remake. It had JD in it. I'm not saying the name because it's fucking program. Okay.
He who shall not be named.
what was her name? Christina Ricci, I think it was.
Yeah.
Christina Ricci.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, I wouldn't
actually
classify
pretty
that was
well
more
done.
drama than horror, though.
It was actually pretty well done. I mean,
Well, I mean that the Headless Horseman is a actually might
Classic
be related to him.
I guess it counts because he's a monster, but it was, I wouldn't call it a horror movie. It was a drama.
yeah, they based a
He was in there though.
TV show off of it after a bit.
Yeah, the TV show was good.
TV show was all right. It's just they got a little ridiculous towards the end.
Shit, they even crossed over with Bones at one point.
Yeah, they did.
You know, the thing is, if you read the,
A little ridiculous.
if you actually read the book, the ending leaves a giant cliffhanger, so you don't know, what actually happens at the
Sleepy
end.
Hollow?
Sleepy Hollow, yeah. If you read the
Yeah,
book,
I
it's a
never
giant
read
cliffhanger. So you don't. So you could imagine, something good could happen or something bad could happen. You don't. It's kind of left up to you.
Dude,
I think
I live less than an hour away from Salem. I got enough witchcraft in my life.
Right?
The Craft. The movie The Craft.
I
No,
never saw
Salem's
that.
Massachusetts, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. But the movie The Craft.
Loved The Craft.
That would freak
Yeah,
me
that was
the
actually
fuck
a
out,
pretty
man.
good
See snakes and spiders everywhere. I'm definitely afraid of spiders.
Another one I heard they were gonna remake.
Arachnid.
Not Arachnid, fucking The Craft.
Oh,
Why? I mean, Robin Tunney and Nev Campbell. Damn.
Right. I mean, who are you gonna put in there nowadays? Come on,
Right?
you can't beat that cast.
Well, I don't know about all that, man.
I'm pretty
Some of-
sure I
some
could
of these
name off
actresses,
plenty
man,
of
they
female
come out.
actors that could smash that cast.
Yup.
I'm
Like,
not
Like
talking
the
hot
Wonder
wise.
Woman.
I'm talking like
Scarlett, what
acting
you're not
chops.
understanding is
okay, yeah, and Scarlett Johansson.
most
is
of today's
a phenomenal actress.
actresses.
Scarlett Johansson is too fucking old to play a high school witch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but most of
Yeah,
today's
cannabis.
actresses
I'm not saying she's not attractive.
it just wouldn't
But
look
she
right.
doesn't
Not the
look
right age.
18.
Yeah. They're
I bet
gonna
they could
go
do
with
her up
some of
just
the
right to look
fucking Disney rejects now.
She's a hot 30.
Oh, she's the old hot dirty 30.
I don't even know how old she is.
Yeah, I think she's just underneath my age a little bit, so she's probably your age.
Yeah, I think she's definitely in her 30s. She has to be.
And she's,
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go.
Not denying that, but
Why don't
she's
we
got her
try
hands
it?
full being fucking Black Widow.
Why don't we try
Sure.
this? Okay, we're gonna go around here and see who wants what movie remade. I'll start off with Rob. Give me a movie you want remade.
Oh, fuck.
You wish would be.
Damn it.
Yeah, I fucking put you on the spot.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. I'm
I
stumped,
know.
man.
I know.
I'm the one who's the most against remakes.
Well, we'll let Rob.
Give me a minute.
We'll go with Frank.
Okay, I don't know if they did a recent one. I haven't heard of it, but definitely if they're going to do something in the future, I'd say The Invisible Man.
Oh,
Do like
yes,
a
that's not-
an
Yes.
original of that. The
I
Invisible
think
Man,
there's
that
a
would
TV
be
show on Netflix for that too, though, don't they?
maybe, but I
Who
mean
was
like
the
a
last
real
remake? Well, it was fucking
classic like that.
They just did an Invisible Man a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
what-
help me. I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
I am so bad with actor names.
Well, I'm thinking they go back to black and white. They do, kind of like
I
an
would
original
love
remake.
to see a black and white remake of any OG black and white movie.
Zodiac,
Yes.
Kevin Bacon.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, that was actually called Hollow Man, I believe.
No,
Yeah, but it was
The
Invisible Man.
Hollow
It-
Man was a completely different movie where, oh no, that was Thinner.
Yeah, that was Hollow Man, but it was an Invisible
That was
Man
Hollow Man,
remake.
but it was an
All right.
Invisible Man remake.
Sal, give me a movie you'd like to go.
Guyver.
Never heard of it.
Anime,
Ah, okay.
What?
right?
You've never seen Guyver?
No.
Is that anime, right? Am I
It's
right?
it's a 2-part movie too, or there's 2 movies too.
Yeah, we're talking about monster movies.
They are monster movies, actually.
They're animated.
Well,
No, there's 2 non-animated Guyver movies.
Oh, okay.
They came
I'll
out
have to dig
in
around
the
and find it.
U.S. because Guyver was such a popular anime in the 90s at the time, in the early 80s and 90s.
Okay.
Hang
Jack.
on. Let me double check.
I would say that 4 out of 5 disagree, Sal.
Here, give me a minute. I'm thinking.
I've heard of
I
it,
got
but every
mine.
time I hear it, I think
I got
MacGyver,
mine.
and then I want to talk about MacGyver.
I want to see a legit, awesome remake of Sometimes They Come Back.
That was actually a pretty good movie.
That'd be interesting.
That was a great movie with a terrible sequel
Yeah, it was.
that could definitely be done like fucking horrifically right now. If they need to get Raimi involved, I think, in my opinion.
Wait, what's that one movie
Sam
where
Raimi.
where the guy puts on the glasses and he can see everybody's dead and there's propaganda everywhere? What's that one again? It just made me think of that. It's a really old movie. But he can put on these glasses and he can see the reality of what it really is.
I have no idea.
You got me there.
I
Yeah.
wish I could remember the name of it. Just
I know
that's
what
what
you're talking about. I know the premise you're describing.
and like all the people are skeletons, you know.
It's a movie. I know exactly what you're talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name.
Trigger,
of it.
grab your phone and Google that shit. Wes,
Okay.
what's your movie? This is your topic. Let's go. Keep it moving.
I would have to go with a remake of Wolf. The one with Jack Nicholson as a werewolf.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
Wolf.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
would be accepting of a remake of that.
Ooh, I have
They
not
kinda-
seen this movie.
Jack
It was
Nicholson
Driver
plays a
either,
fucking
so-
awesome werewolf, dude. And just the demeanor after he's
It
bitten is
upsets
just
me.
crazy. And we all know how crazy Jack Nicholson is anyways.
Yep.
Okay. But
All right,
he brings that into this movie.
I'm gonna have
That's
to
a
look this one up.
No,
Okay.
on a side note, I am disappointed in Zodiac.
I was disappointed
That I
with
haven't seen it.
some of the
No,
special
that you haven't
effects
seen
in that.
Guyver, and you thought it was just an anime. Like,
I-
no, dude.
Well,
it's a
I don't
old school monster
I
movie
generally
that's the
don't watch
shit.
anime.
Well,
It's not an anime. It's a movie with people.
as far as the movie Wolf, I was really
It's a
disappointed
people
with the
movie.
with the
It's a people
special
movie.
effects in it.
But
If they
as
could
as a
redo it-
terrible geek, I lean more towards horror than I do that sort of like monster movie, sci-fi. Like I'm not a big sci-fi fan, honestly. My sci-fi involves Doctor Who, Firefly,
You have to.
and
You
Star
have
Trek.
to. You have
Firefly
to.
is not really a sci-fi. It's more of like a future
Watch
cowboy.
Any movie that I recommend you watching, I would recommend the 2 Guyver movies.
I will give them a shot if I find them for free.
They're,
But I would recommend that
Awesome.
Wolf to both you guys there.
oh, I've seen it. That movie's a shit. I saw it when it came out.
No,
in
I'm
theaters.
talking about Zodiac and Trigger. They haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
I'll look that one up too because I love Nicholson.
Alright, so, alright, I know what I want.
All right,
I got 2, though. Alright, I definitely want to see, like, a Phantasm remake.
no, I call a moratorium on horror class,
But
in my opinion.
but I'm more leaning towards a Shining remake.
No.
I'll give you that one. I
Did
will
that.
give you that
They
one.
did that. They made it a television series, but
No,
they did
not a series, a movie. Fuck the series.
No, a
Let's do
straight
a
up,
series.
a straight
That's
up
what-
horror movie based off.
I know how
OG
I know
Shining
how you
would be
feel,
great.
Jack. That's the same way I feel most of the time I see these things. It's
Not-
like
not a
a
Shining-
TV series, make a
Shining-
fucking movie.
The Shining book was so much more terrifying than the movie.
Mhm.
Like they could, if they
Yeah.
stuck to the
So
book a little more,
here's-
they could make a
here's
way
one.
better movie.
Here's one: the original animated OG Amityville Horror.
No,
Okay,
They've
They
done so
did
many of
that.
those.
with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds was good in that.
Reynolds is.
I
Born
like
in
the remake.
Amityville.
I don't know why people hate it because they can't get out of their mind his goofy roles.
That's what it is. He does play a good serious role when he plays it.
He plays
Yeah.
great serious characters.
And I'm not just saying that because I'd let him take my butthole.
No, but what it
Me
was
neither.
is
Like, hey,
the remake.
just
the
saying.
remake fell
Ow,
the
smiles.
original. Okay, it was totally differently done than the original.
Yeah, I've seen both.
You know, towards the end when they're running from the house, the basement liquefies and it's a big full of blood. He has to go and save the dog and yada yada yada. That doesn't happen in the remake.
No, the remake was still pretty good though. Like it was
Okay.
effects wise, it was way more terrifying.
It doesn't scare
Like,
me. as
I'll
much
give you
as
that.
the
It didn't stick to the OG, but I don't think they could redo it much better. Looking at the way people make movies.
Yeah.
What about the Poltergeist? You know, that's actually coming out this
saw
year, I
the
think.
remake. I didn't like the remake.
No,
They
that
come out with
that
a
didn't
sequel
come out
for
just.
it. I won't watch them.
Yeah, I
They're
wasn't a
making
fan
one
of
for
that
this
one.
year, though.
The
The remake.
original was so much more terrifying because that little girl in front of the TV with that straight fucking towhead blonde hair looking at you with those crystal white eyes saying, "They're here." Yeah, that's enough to scare the shit out of anybody. Who the fuck is
That's the thing. They tried to scare you with the gore in the second one, where
Yeah.
it was really the
It was
acting
the
that sold it
suspense.
in the first
It was
one.
The suspense and the acting, yeah.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like it was the
you know what I wanna
talent
see?
that sold it.
I want to see them make a movie, a fucking horror movie with those creepy fucking porcelain China dolls.
No, they made one of those, and I don't want to ever see it again. I saw it once. Still
Well-
terrified of China. Like, I've broken up with girls because they collected China dolls. I was like, nope, later. Like, I am terrified of China dolls. The movie's called Dolls. And they fucking knock your radio off when you put it on top of where you were sitting. They saw your feet off as you're trying to run away. It's just not.
I think I've seen this.
It's horrible.
might-
It's so
That sounds
terrifying.
familiar. I didn't know the
It's
name
so
of it, but I've seen it.
terrifying.
I've seen a
Wait,
lot of terrible.
What year
movies.
is it? What year is it again? I might have seen it too.
80s?
What year
At
is
some
it?
point?
And I'm sorry, but
Mid
the
to
most
late
terrifying part about the original Poltergeist, that fucking clown.
Yes, which was not as scary in the remake.
No. The
Dude, the
original
part where
scared
the-
shit out of
the
me. I hate
dude's
clowns to
fucking
this day
80s.
because of that movie.
Braces. The braces scene.
The Braces. That was Poltergeist too.
Yeah.
Dude,
Ooh,
that was terrifying.
What was that
Dude, those
movie with
movies
the
got
alien
good.
clowns?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah. What they
Not
remade that.
on. No.
What they remade that.
No.
No, you can't say no because you're scared of clowns.
I don't
No,
do
I'm not
clowns,
scared of
dude.
clowns. I'm saying
No,
no.
wait,
because
wait.
That movie is fucking perfect. Nothing can be changed.
Now,
Nothing
here's
can
the
be
movie
improved
they
on.
did. They actually made a movie for this dude, and it's called Gacy.
Yes, I've seen the Gacy movie as well.
Okay. Well,
Very
isn't
terrible. Terrible movie.
Terrible, but the premise that was made on, because he was a serial killer, made it.
Who dressed like a clown.
Scary. Yep, that's what made it scary.
Yeah. But the movie was done badly, but it's not
Yeah.
the monster movie, and I wouldn't say I want it.
It's fucking amazing.
I feel like an imaginative, not just because it's my namesake, but an imaginative Zodiac movie would be good.
They're remaking the Zodiac.
I saw
The
the other
last
one,
one
that they had
was
on
so
Netflix.
bad.
Didn't
No,
they never
they're
catch
redoing
this motherfucker?
It's
Yeah, they
coming
never
out-
caught him. They still don't know who he is.
It's coming
His
out
cipher is still out there for
2018.
people
They're
to fucking
coming out.
solve. As I recall.
They
I know
solved
who he
all-
is.
They solved all his cipher. It's me.
They solved all his ciphers.
Oop, hiccups. Yes, they did.
I thought they never solved his last cipher. because
No, they
that's
did.
The one that told them where he was.
They solved them. Somebody got a shitload of money for solving the cipher.
His
so
initials
he
were
lied.
RG, so yeah.
Dick. He just gave you his initials. He's like, here you go. Here's my initials. Like, you motherfucker.
Rob got quiet quick.
You got fucking gangster.
Come get me, bro.
What a dick. If you solve this last cipher, you'll know who I am. You lying motherfucker.
Well, as far as monster movies go,
Not me.
I'm thinking the best,
Too young.
the best transformation.
I don't know. You might not be.
Ever that I've seen in a monster movie would be in the Underworld series. The way
Yeah,
they
Underworld
got
is great.
those werewolves, that is the best I've ever seen.
It was
Yeah.
good.
First
good
one
job.
was the best. The rest of
I-
them, they tried to go towards CG, which totally killed it. Because what
Yep.
made the first one so good is they eliminated like 98% of the seat what
Yep.
would have been CG, and they were like, no.
Me
Like,
and
when
my
they're
wife
running
had this
when
conversation
they're
the other
running
day.
down the hallways on the sides
Yeah.
of the walls, and they jump across. That was an actor doing that against the side of the wall within a harness, and then he jumped to the other side of the wall. That's what made that scene so cool. It was real.
No, I'm just talking when they transform from the human form into the wolf.
Yeah.
That was probably the best transformation
And
I've
the-
ever
I would
seen
say
on
that's
screen.
one of the best depiction of what it should be like. Like they're shedding all of their human skin, and the wolf is emerging.
Yeah, it makes you think about that old
Honestly,
Wolfman
if you
movie.
watch Hemlock
or-
Grove on
I've
Netflix,
seen that.
that's my favorite wolf to human transformation. It just fucking tears out from
Oh.
inside of him.
You guys want
Mhm.
a werewolf movie? Dog Soldiers.
I think I saw that. That was pretty good.
There's another
With
one.
the
That movie is fucking awesome.
that was pretty
It's
good with the
instead of
transformation.
Well, I like the fact that instead of how they approached the werewolves, instead, because it was just an elite military unit. They're like, all right, this is our new enemy. They're fucking werewolves. Get with the program. We got to kill these bitches. There was no like, oh my god, they're werewolves. Nope, this is our enemy. Fucking bring it. I was like, yeah, that's what I would expect from our fucking.
There's another one that's called
Special
Wolf
Forces,
Blood.
though.
It's a BBC called Wolf Blood. They do a pretty good transformation too.
hmm I still think
All
one
right,
of the
so-
best
I think we're hitting the
transformations
hour mark, though.
or
Yeah,
some
that's
of
what I
the
was
wolf stuff is in Vampire Hunter D, even in the anime movie that they have with that, and the newer one that they made too. It just, I don't know. It's just the transformation of the werewolf. I think that's like the biggest part of the scenes as far as wolf movies go. You know, and to see them just hulk up and just tear something apart, it's pretty awe-inspiring. It's
Trigger. The best scene in the second Vampire Hunter D movie, in my opinion, is when he catches that arrow.
yeah, that's right at the beginning.
Yeah, there's this bunch of other awesome shit that happens, but just
Oh,
for
there's
how
tons of stuff.
smooth and dope that scene.
I'm just
was.
talking about some of them being
So
wolves and stuff. But yeah, there's tons of cool scenes in there, and the simple fact that I'm reading through the Vampire series, and I'm starting to understand that Vampire Hunter D isn't exactly a vampire. He isn't exactly human. He was kind of created. So I'm still reading through it, and that's one of the coolest things, I think, because he's got another entity living in his left hand that becomes a face, and it needs to absorb earth, air,
Didn't
water,
his
fire.
father create him because of
Which is right along the same lines as Preacher with Genesis.
Yeah, he's a creation. He's actually a homunculus. He's not exactly.
Yeah, I know
mean,
that,
he
but
has.
wasn't he? He was basically mimicked his father and a human female.
Yeah, he was created in a lab, so he's a
All right,
homunculus.
nerds, talk anime off the air.
It's
It's
he's
a horror monster.
It's a horror. He's a
I know.
protagonist.
I have the original, like, Vampire Hunter D movie still.
If you liked this, you'd honestly see the second movie, you'd like it too.
Honestly, I haven't watched it in like 20 years.
Dude, Vampire Hunter D is what got me onto anime. My parents were like, "Hey, here's a cartoon for you guys to watch. We're going to go shopping." So I got to watch this cartoon when I was all like 7.
Yep.
I like
And
the
it was
Helsing
in
one. The
anime.
Helsing one was pretty good.
Van
And I was
Helsing?
like, oh my
Mhm.
god.
No, a
No,
cartoon.
Helsing.
You know, Sal, if they made that a full life movie, with real people, Vampire to D
That would
into
be fucking awesome.
that would be so
And Hugh
badass.
Jackman's gonna play him.
No.
No,
It-
no.
no.
They need to get the
Van-
dude who like played Legolas or something. Someone you can
D
make real.
D has
male.
such D has such a thin, colorless face. It's just very flat and straight.
Legolas.
You got to have somebody like that, and they actually have
I
pictures
could
in
see
the
Orlando
book.
Bloom doing that.
Like,
I
it
mean,
would
No,
have-
no.
What's he
He's too
doing
rounded.
right now? Literally nothing.
Only person I could see playing Legolas is currently with just from how
Legolas?
When
You mean D?
is Orlando?
I mean D.
Or D? No, playing D. Yeah.
Is Legolas? Yeah,
No,
I know what you mean.
no.
I
He's
can
the
see that.
Only person.
I think
could
he's
see
too
doing
short.
it. Otherwise, you'd have to. They'd go with he
oh,
who shall
oh,
not
oh,
be
oh.
named. So you can't have.
No. What about Tom Hiddleston? Loki.
Oh, yep. Okay, never mind.
Maybe,
He would
maybe.
Be the perfect fucking D.
Hiddleston. I'm saying Hiddleston for
Dude, that would
Vampire
be
Hunter D in a
fucking
live action.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Hell
Maybe.
pretty good.
Yeah. He's got the structure. He's already got the dark hair.
He's
a
pale as
smart-
shit.
We know him as a smartass anyway. So
Right?
he'll bring that
I could fucking
part
see
of
that.
humor
Just,
because
just from seeing one
he has
Vampire
some
Hunter.
point. Like they'd have to add some humor, but
I don't know.
it would be
What-
fucking awesome.
What about Jensen Ackles? He's the guy that plays Dean in Supernatural. What about him
Nah,
for D?
he's too short.
Nope.
No, but he has that
It-
face. He has that
I don't-
face composure.
I don't like either of them.
He does have the face, but Hiddleston has the whole look.
They are both fucking too jockey.
Yeah, Hiddleston's lanky.
Like you can't
Hmm.
have jockey if it's D. D isn't jockey.
Yeah.
He's,
D is a tall,
A-
skinny.
Ackles would have to lose mass.
he's
Like
a
he's
tall,
too muscular.
slender person.
That's what they got to
As I
do.
recall, Loki is decently tall.
I don't know, but Loki has this kind of
Cast
comical
like Tom
face. He
Cruise.
doesn't have this
Cast
ser-
Tom Cruise as
When
the-
he plays comical, though, he doesn't. When he's smiling like that, but
But D never smiles. He's got no.
yeah, and if
Creases.
Hiddleston didn't
So
fucking do that
Hiddleston
smile, he wouldn't get that.
smile.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure who I'd envision
if
being that, but that would be an amazing movie, you know. I mean, I think that's one of those animes that definitely could have turned into a movie because of how popular, how successful. And the series
Honestly,
is
with-
what 25, 30 books long. It's
Um,
huge.
real quick.
I'm on
the rate
book
they
8.
are taking animated movies or animes and anime series and anime movies and borrowing heavily from them
Yes.
to make U.S. movies. They're
Pacific
gonna
Rim.
fucking remake. Yeah, and that was actually pretty decent. I thought
Like,
it would have been.
That was
they
essentially Evangelion.
They needed to. I just wish they blew up into crosses, but they can't do
Kind
that.
of like they
Yeah.
would freak out.
kind of like they took and went and made
Like,
a
you know,
live
you're-
action of Ghost in the Shell with what's her face?
That was good.
Scarlet.
ScarJo.
Yeah,
That was great.
That was good as shit. I love.
I didn't see it.
That was fucking on point with.
That
with
was
the
amazing.
original movie.
You're gonna love that one, Zodiac. That's amazing.
Gonna watch
Not
it,
just-
but it's gonna be a red
I'm
box.
waiting on DVD as well.
That's fine,
Mm-hmm.
but it
But-
was on point.
That's when
with
I'll-
the
Honestly, I felt like Ghost in the Shell was kind of perfect as it was. It's one of the few animes I've seen and really enjoyed.
yeah,
and
they didn't really
I
change it.
want to see it remade with white.
The one
people.
anime that went to the big screen that I really enjoyed as a kid was
It's
Aeon
funny
Plus.
because all their characters were drawn as white people anyway.
Not all of them. The original, I forget her name.
Well, one of the animes.
Right,
The one who
because
ScarJo
it's
played,
kids,
she
but they
she
didn't
wasn't
have
white.
any fucking... Okay, she had the eyes, but she didn't have the tanner skin.
Okay.
They never
She's
drawn
supposed to
their
be Asian.
characters like that.
Hey,
I
Sal.
know.
Hey Sal.
She was still Asian, and so was fucking her buddy there, the big fucking lieutenant guy or whatever.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
One of the animes I enjoyed growing. Aeon
Yeah, but
Plus.
he was a
when that
Yankee
came back,
Asian.
when that came out to the big screen with what
That movie was a steaming turd.
Horrendous.
I liked it, but I liked the
Well,
MTV cartoon that they did
liked
better.
it because the girl in it was hot.
they tried to keep it along the lines of the same as the
Yeah.
anime, but they had to go Hollywood in some.
Exactly, and that's the point. It was so fucking stupid.
hmm But I mean, like that's the only thing I think that could be a horror anime that could turn into a real full life movie
about this.
is D,
You know what they
Vampire
should
Hunter D.
remake? They
I could
should
see that
remake-
though. That would be a good remake if they cast like Hiddleston or somebody along those lines. Not even doesn't even have to be him, but somebody with that same build.
Yes.
Yeah. And like take a different series from one of the different books, not the same thing from the first one or the second one, which is the second one is a mixture of two different books, I think, from what I remember.
Yes. You know what they should really do? Actually make a blue gender movie, not a fucking remake / fucking garbageness of Starship Troopers that they'd made. Because that movie is based off of an anime, Blue Gender. a sequel
They
to-
they need
I
to
watched
leave
that.
the original Starship Troopers alone. That was
Yes.
well done. Leave it the fuck
The movie
alone.
wasn't well done.
It wasn't
It's
well
a-
done. It was a
I know
It's a
campy
B-
shit show.
And that
But
movie
it's
is
a B
just
movie.
fucking horrible. Horrible.
It's
They made
supposed to
5
be a
of them.
B movie though. So it's supposed to be like that.
Exactly.
It's campy.
It's a
like
campy shit show. It's exactly what it should be.
The first, you're
The
right.
first one was
The
great.
the
sequels,
second
suck.
four
No,
were
I don't watch
first
straight to
one
DVD
was supposed
sequels,
to be an A movie.
but it wasn't.
No,
it tried.
fucking fucked up the story all wrong.
Okay, so real quick before we do all this up, one movie that everybody watches every Halloween, no matter what. We'll start with Alex this time.
Start with who?
You.
One monster movie you watch every Halloween before we wrap up for the night.
I
I can go if you need a minute.
yeah,
I got
give me
mine.
a second here.
All right, go ahead.
Critters.
That was actually a comedy, man.
Yeah, buddy.
It's still a monster movie.
And it's awesome. All of them. I love the whole series.
They are gremlins that come
All right.
out of the fucking
Yeah.
toilet. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I know.
All right, so
sidetracked. I had it. Pass. I'll come back.
Well, I'll go.
Hey,
Actually, I have 3, so I'll go quick and I'll name all 3.
Rapid fire.
Okay, Vampire Hunter D, Vampire Hunter D, the second one, and Army of Darkness.
Oh my God, I haven't heard of Army of Darkness in forever.
I love
Okay.
Army of Darkness.
Yes.
It's my favorite Bruce movie.
That's a good one.
Vashta. Nectu.
One. It just
Rata.
takes me back to my childhood.
Nickel.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Nickel.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah, I could
God.
never not
That
watch
was
that
the
one.
trolls and the fucking Miak.
Yep.
That
That movie's
shit was
awesome.
hilarious.
Ernest P. Worrell.
Yes.
Oh,
I was just thinking of fucking
Do you watch Pumpkinhead? And
yes,
Pumpkinhead
Pumpkinhead,
Yeah.
another classic.
2. And
Know what I
then
mean, Vern?
You guys haven't seen it, but Guyver.
All right.
All right.
What's Guyver?
Awesome.
There you go. All right, Wes.
I watch a couple. House on Haunted Hill.
OG or remake?
OG. And
Vincent Price was in the remake too.
Any of the OG monster.
He wasn't. Vincent
movies.
Price wasn't in the remake, was he? They just
No,
Yes,
used
he
was
was.
not. Vincent Price was in the original only.
Yeah.
He
They
was in
used
the
his
remake
name
too.
in the
He was
second one.
he. No, he was in
They
there too.
used it- they used
No,
it
you're right.
to-
You're right. He's the guy that gave him the keys to get in.
That's what
right,
I've
yes.
been telling you.
Okay,
You're right.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're
He wasn't a
absolutely
main
right.
character. He was the key
And
guy.
then I would have to say any of the OG monster movies and some of the slasher movies from when I was a kid. Jason, Freddy, stuff like that.
Yep. I watch all that stuff all the time.
Yeah. That's why I didn't
Like
see
my
the
one of my prized possessions was like a limited release of the OG movie poster cover.
Although around Christmas time, I always end up watching fucking Gremlins for some reason.
It's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie, isn't
It is, like it or not, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Just like Die Hard.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Right?
There it is.
Yes, it is. Happens to
Yep.
And
every
the first
Like
and the
it
second
now.
one are both Christmas movies, right?
Yep. Yep.
Not the third
All
one.
right,
though.
Alex, we're about to
think
wrap. You good?
3 and
I always,
Got
I
it?
always watch Chucky.
Oh,
Ah,
God,
Child's
take
Play.
that little fucker.
Which number?
Oh, I like them all. I like it when they have their child.
Every year at Halloween, I always
Seed
put
of
that,
Chucky.
I always
The
put that
seed of
picture of some
Chucky.
kid dressed up like Chucky and says, "The kid shows up on my door like this, I'm kicking it."
I used to have a Chucky
Right,
doll.
You don't know what I did to that My Buddy doll.
Yeah, I fucking dismembered and threw away my Chucky ball after I saw that movie. Like fucking holy shit. My parents
You think-
showed me that movie
You
when I was
just
like
wait for
fucking
him to
4.
rotate his head,
Yup.
look at you,
You
and say,
want to
"Let's
hear
play."
a fucked up story about the My Buddy doll? I had one, saw Chucky, was trying to get rid of that thing for like an entire summer. All right, I'd buried it in a sandbox. It'd end up in my bed at night when I was sleeping. I'd fucking throw it in the garbage. It'd end up in bed at night when I was sleeping. I'd take it and toss it in the creek in the backyard. Fucking, it wouldn't float away. It'd end up in bed.
Your
at night
parents
when I was
kept
sleeping.
finding it, thinking,
My
"Oh,
mom
he
kept
must have lost
fucking
it."
finding it and cleaning it and putting it back in my bed when I was sleeping.
Should
So
throw
I
the
thought
fucker in a
this-
barbecue and burned it.
Fuck that, dude. I took that thing like 4 miles from the crib when I was.
Dude, when I was
And
a kid,
fucking
same shit happened to me. My parents showed me that movie when I was like fucking 4. I had a My Buddy doll. And like the first night, I'm like, fuck this shit. I threw it off my bed and I looked down the next morning and he's fucking. It must have just been the way he landed. That's what I keep telling myself.
But he's staring up at you.
Yeah, halfway sticking out, like waist up, sticking out from underneath the bed, just staring up at me like, oh, fuck you, dude, you're out.
Yep.
threw him out in the fucking, like, we had a shed where we threw all our trash because our landlord would just go out there once a week and collect it. This is back in the day.
And that's the scariest thing too.
I throw him in the fucking trash bin, and he winds up back at my house a few days later. Oh, you son of a bitch!
You're going back out there. Isn't that the scariest thing though? They had that.
Never came back.
Do you remember that my buddy and my sister and all that stuff?
Yes,
and
that's what we're talking about.
I know, but they made the movie based on that. You won't find stuff like that now. You won't find stuff like that, and they'll make a movie based on this exact specific doll, and it's possessed, and everybody freaks out.
But do you know what happened? That movie skyrocketed sales for that doll. You know why? Because back then, parents could be dicks and get their kids a My Buddy doll, and then show them the movie Chucky. Right? You just initiate
right now. If you make a movie based on fucking killer fidget spinners,
dude, can you admit? No, a movie based on killer Power Rangers.
That's what I was talking about earlier. You're just going back to my fucking regulators.
To this day, still have the My Buddy dolls,
real
and
Power
even collected the Bride. Okay.
Wrap up time, fellas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having both them fuckers sitting there staring at you.
Who?
I am Sauce. Send me a tweet.
Chucky and his bride.
Oh yeah. That was my goal, but then, like I said earlier, before we wrap, I'll lead us right into an outro after this. I used to have a Chucky doll, like legit, made to look like Chucky from the movies. So when we moved back up north to Connecticut, my mother-in-law used to stay with us. So I would put this doll in her room. And throughout the day, as I found time when she was there over the weekend or for a couple nights, I would move it to different places. Just throughout her bedroom. Like, it would be sitting on her dresser when she woke up, and she'd come back in the room and it'd be sitting in the chair in the corner.
For those listeners who hate their mother-in-law, this is how you get rid of them.
Take note. No, actually, I think, honestly, she still won't confirm to this day, but either the ghost house did something to Chucky, or, because this is in the haunted house we talked about during the ghost episode, or my mother-in-law just threw Chucky away. Because he's gone. I don't know where the fuck that doll is.
Your mother-in-law threw that fucking thing away.
I think she got rid of it because they kept fucking with it.
Quite honestly, like, that's the only logical circumstance right there.
But nothing else logical happened in that house.
I get.
Chucky could still be there.
But you know what I do get? You tortured this woman with the My Buddy doll, Chucky doll.
Yes.
And guess what? She got fucking paranoid one night while she was sleeping and fucking ditched that doll.
Yep. But wouldn't it be something if when Zodiac went to lay down tonight, there was a Chucky doll sitting on his dresser?
Dude, that'd be hilarious. Your fucking mother-in-law is one of the podcast listeners, and she goes out and gets the My Buddy doll and puts one
that
with you
would
while
be
you're
like
sleeping.
the best long con ever.
That you'd have to be like, hey mom, respect.
Yeah, right. Okay, beef squashed.
Right. You are now. I love you.
Right.
All right.
All right, guys, let's wrap this shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Crow Show, I'm the Zodiac. Follow us on Twitter at I'm the Zodiac. That's where we find all the updates on the show, new links, what we're going to talk about this week, polls, because I've been doing a lot of polls.
I'll bet you do.
I do.
On the weekends, he's always on the poll.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's not really a wisdom tooth. That's why it hurts to smile. It's just too many polls this weekend. Also, Also, check me out on YouTube on my channel at, not at, I guess, user. I'm the Zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing six-pack Saturdays every Saturday night. That's it for me.
Which I may join you on this weekend.
Sauce at the Twitters.
Mm-hmm.
You got Chaos here every so often. I'll pop on Twitch account, the Crow Clan, all one word. Look us up there every now and then. Join, and we'll notify you when we pop on.
Okay. Jack, you want to say bye?
Nah, I'm too good for them.
Okay. All right. Well, Jack's too good for you guys, so you're gonna watch me on VeracityTrigger on YouTube here, and all the other links are posted below. Go check all that stuff out. Thanks a lot for watching all the way through this monster movie episode we've had, and take care. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Later, guys.